Good morning. Good morning. I'm Pastor Mark Haltz, Senior Pastor at the New Era Baptist Church in Elberton, Georgia, coming to you with words of encouragement. Words of encouragement. I encourage you to wait on the Lord. My brothers and sisters, it's easily said, but sometimes it's a little trying to do. What do you mean, Pastor? I mean, it's more than just saying the words. It's some action that has to happen. But can I tell you, when you're waiting on the Lord for whatever it is you've asked for, you've prayed, you said, Lord, I need this. I need healing. I need deliverance. Lord, I need this relationship worked out. Lord, I just need you. Whatever it may be that you ask the Lord, you have to wait on him. Amen. He's not your maid. He's not your butler that you can call and he come running, ring a bell and he come running. I never forget when we were growing up, my father somehow never got a hold of a bell. And every time we hear the bell down the hall from where he was sitting, one of his children knew. He said, come here. Amen. And so it's not like that with God. But let me tell you what happens while you're waiting on him is that, first of all, you begin to wonder. Wonder. What do you mean wonder? In other words, you start to wonder, did God hear my prayer? And then after that, your mind drifts into, does he really care? Because you say he ain't came yet. And did he hear me? Is God short of hearing? Does God really care? And then you say, well, Lord, how long must I wait on the Lord? These thoughts begin to enter your mind, and that leads you to the second point. The second point is that while you're waiting on the Lord, you begin to waver. What do you mean waver? Your faith begins to, you see me drifting back and forth, it wavers, amen? You started out in this thing strong, and you, Lord, this is what I need. But then as time goes by, as your mind begins to wonder, all of a sudden your faith begins to waver. You begin to doubt whether God is truly going to come and assist, whether God is truly going to come and deliver, whether God is truly going to come and heal. This ain't nothing but signs of a lack of faith. My brothers and sisters, that don't mean you've given up totally. It just means that your faith, you're running out. Amen. Lord have mercy. The third thing that happens while you're waiting on the Lord is you begin to wither. You ever sat out in the sun and when you started, you felt good, but the longer you stay in the sun, it seemed like the more you sweated and the weaker you got. You were sitting upright and straight, but the longer you sit in the sun, you begin to talk about how hot it is. You begin to talk about there's no breeze. You begin to get napkins or tissue or towels or hanky, whatever you can find, the corner of your shirt, and you begin to wipe sweat. And before you know it, that upright posture begins to lean over. You begin to lean over. You begin to wither under the heat of the sun. My brothers and sisters, that's how it is when you're waiting on the Lord sometimes. Sometimes God don't come when you want him. But you begin to just wither under the weight. You begin tired and you start wondering whether God heard you, whether he cares. Is God coming to see about you? Your faith begin to waver. You begin to doubt whether God is actually going to come and do something for you. You begin to think about the things you've done wrong and saying God is going to hold it against you and punish you. But my brothers and sisters, let me tell you, stand firm. Stand firm in your faith. Know that your God is a loving God. Your God is a caring God. God will not leave you nor forsake you. Secondly, take courage. Courage. Don't be fearful. You cannot start this fight or this journey in fear. My brothers and sisters, God did not give you the spirit of fear, but of a strong mind. And you got to have a strong mind and stand firm in what you know about the Lord, that God will be there for you. And you got to understand that you're moving into the unknown. Why do you say that, preacher? I say that because, see, you've done called on the Lord. You're waiting on the Lord. Now you're in a territory of wait. And you got to be strong. You got to be courageous. Stand firm in your faith. And then guess what? Trust the Lord. Trust that God has already worked it out. You're just waiting. on the supernatural to meet the natural. Amen. You're standing in the natural, but you need a supernatural to come and work in your life and to show up. That's God showing up. Amen. God will show up. Don't you worry, but take courage and wait on the Lord. And let me tell you, my last thing is, when you pray, pray with some expectation. Don't pray just to be praying. Expect God to move. Expect God to heal. Expect God to heal. May God bless you. Keep you as our prayer. Wait on the Lord. I'm Pastor Mark Hawk, Senior Pastor of the New Era Baptist Church in Elberton, Georgia. Go in peace.